Hi everyone, I'm Zhiping Li, Jackie. Today I'm going to doing the movie review of the Phoenix. Actually about the first I will review from the team cohesion, communication, conflict, power and influence, making and permanence slowly, my influence and decisions. About first s- about the first from the first one. Uh, Factors evaluating leaders in terms of the determined team or objects and motivation start the commits. So there's focusing on how the team's dynamic about the fluidity saw the movies. So the movies, the motivation of the team is gradually upward at the first after the crash. Most peoples move it towards survival until they find a way to start working on building the planes, which is their motivations. Eventually, in the run up to take off, the peoples knew they were going to have a escape from the areas and work even harder. But first, what what about the positive steps were taken to increase motivations? Team members don't face forward a clear goal for the purpose to build a new airplanes, giving the team sense of the purpose and directions. About the negative things about Henry's motivations. Navigation thinks Henry's motivations. The team is negative include competing and discord between the Frank and Dolphins. Frank's clash between the captain and the Dolphins created the tense environment that the lowers the overall moral and motivation of the teams. If they don't competing with each other and don't make the comeback, uh they just will escape from the land very shortly. About the second one, uh, actually, people trust Dolphins more, because he have the techniques situation that the has led fluency of power in the team and the importance of specialized knowledge and the situation is for former authorities. Special understanding falls to slow the permanent. What people need is multi teamwork and people. About the first one, what were the rules and how did those change? Firstly, with regards to Dolphins, he was intendedly an engineer, intended in a lower stage role, but due to his technical knowledge, he signed because the center of the teams, as well as Captain Frank intentionally due to his authority as a pilot. He was generally believed, but as the time went on, Dolphins' mastery of the skills necessary for the storm as so great that the team are abandoned Frank and took Dolphins on the leaders. So what the responsibility did each member take on? At first, Frank was responsible for accurate the teaching skills, while Dolphin was responsible to of the overall technology planning of building airplanes. Dolphin was responsible for making the overall technical plans for building the airplanes, and the Torrance and more were responsible for keeping other in the teams. So about the responsibilities were collective, what were specialized? Specialized is the quality response where that everyone was responsible for the building and the airplanes and supporting each other. It was collective responsibility to build the airplane and and the technical to building the airplanes was the Dolphins' responsibility, and the Dolphins was a specialized decision and directing to construction of new airplanes. What about the describe to the process and the element of the team communicate about this one? Intensity, the atmosphere was tense driven by conflict and power struggles, especially between Twins and Dolphins. But as the time passed, communication becomes more collaborative, and Twins begin to listen to Dolphins' knowledges. As the time's going, they start to working together, and they just trust together. In the sci-fi, So authority decision was using the accept will authority decision of it's often less accept in individual decision makings. About this one, actually, what type of the power do the various people who are fighting of lead hosts? Actually, each person have the different work to do in his officials. About Frank, as pilots and captain, intentionally has legend powers. This power is authoritative, but he personalities using the currency power by unlimited controlling and making decisions. And on the other side, Dolphin's main source of the power was his experience in the aeronautical engineering. His knowledge becomes particularly valuable when he purposes and lead the constructions of new airplanes. So where did you see the empowers in the movies regarding Dolphin as the authority of the team um, was it was believed that Dolphins had more knowledge about building airplanes. Frank was slowly stripped of his authorities. About the sixth one, actually. Mm, activating stereotypes basis can lead to communication problems. Actually, what was the approach to decision making is maybe based on their each cultures and each different style and in the movies. The approach to decision making shifts from frank authoritative approach to more constitutive approach and eventually to consensus-based approach. Intelligent frank is made authoritative decision to ensure order. But on the other hand, as the team established and Dolphins knowledge grew, decision making becomes more collaborative, unity and precipitation of all team's members. Actually, did I see the steps of the rational problem story in the movie? Yes, I was. Building the plans together was very rational and were thought out both plans. However, identified the problems that requires escape from the user and gathering information about their resource and skills to gently evaluate estimates and eventually choose different plans to build a new airplanes and escape. As the team moves forward with the plan to building an airplanes, actually, the leader's roles in a building and the team culture should be more model approach here to response about this will be related to the five phases of the decision thinking in the movies in terms of uh empaths. Everyone was emotionally directed by the crowd. Secondly, in defense, in terms of scenes on the lands, we should take the effective, such as building airplanes. In ideal case, the concept took place when dolphins came up with the rational ideas of building a new airplanes, as well as the reference the methods of escape. In test, the team continually evaluate their progress and made address as the needed to ensure that the implant was ready for us. How the team to move from the ideas generation to ideas implementations? First, the team, I think, to start with the Dolphins ideas. With the Dolphins ideas until they gender the plans as well as communicating their plans to the team and eventually taking action to start by building airplane. They will evaluate every step by step. So which means that he will know step and then he will escape from the land. Thank you guys.